Hey everyone, welcome back to the Castle of Dr. Brain. So we're here in the Jigsaw puzzle, and as you can see, I've done most of the puzzle already, because I really didn't think that it would be that entertaining to watch me just put this together. I'm doing this on the most difficult setting, on the expert level, just because I want you to get an idea of just how much effort it is at this level. I mean, it's certainly not the most difficult jigsaw puzzle in the world. At least there are, fairly distinct colors and patterns here that you can recognize. But I've been doing this now for about 40 minutes, and you can say I'm almost done. I did this the way I guess probably most people do jigsaw puzzles. You start with the corners and the sides, you fill in the side pieces, and then you kind of go from there. I know there are jigsaw puzzles which don't have flat sides, and so you can't recognize a side piece when you pick one up, but this is not one of those puzzles. It does have flat sides, so you can recognize a side piece or a corner piece when you get one. So so I've just been taking things out of here. The funny thing is, if you click the eye on the chest here, it says it contains a stack of puzzle pieces and your long missing car keys. If you click again, it says, "Oh, sorry, my mistake. Your car keys weren't in the box after all. You must have left them somewhere else." I don't think kids usually have car keys, and this is kind of a kid's game, but anyway. Yeah. If you play this on the easiest setting, really, it takes you just a couple of minutes because the pieces are so much bigger. But on this hardest setting, I mean, the pieces, they seem small. I mean, they're small, but they seem big enough that it seems like it shouldn't be that difficult. But I mean, really, like, where does this go? Okay, that probably goes there. All right, yeah. But I mean, sometimes, even now, it's really just like, where does this go? Does that... I don't know, man. I just can't. Maybe I'm not good at jigsaw puzzles. That's a possibility. And yeah, I wanted to skip this altogether, but somebody posted a comment on the last video saying that it would be fun to watch me fumble through a jigsaw puzzle. So I thought, okay, I'll record the last few minutes of me doing this. I don't want to do the whole thing because, like I said, I've literally been doing this for about 40 minutes. So it would have been just 40 minutes of me putting together a jigsaw puzzle. That's way too long. But I mean, I guess I could have done it on easy, but. Let's see where this takes us. I keep getting this red piece, and I just keep thinking, where does this go? Because I don't see any red here where it would fit. You can put pieces back in the chest if you don't want them right now. Where does this go? This looks like it should go... There we go. I have cheated a little bit because in this game, if you click a piece where it's supposed to go, you do get that sort of... You get that sound effect, and it snaps into place. If you're a few pixels off, it will snap into place. So I have cheated with that a few times, just kind of click pieces around until they snapped into place. But even so, it takes a while. Let's see, this goes... Where does this go? Come on, it can't be... Oh, there we go. It can't be this hard. There's hardly any space left. There we go, that goes there. Where does this go? It looks like it should go somewhere on the left side because the colors kind of seem more... Oh, there we go, there it goes. Okay, that goes there. This is that. This is obviously not that. There it goes, okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's coming together now. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not the hardest jigsaw in the world. I mean, I've done more difficult jigsaw puzzles, but those take hours, and I didn't want to spend hours just playing this. But I still feel like this doesn't really fit in well just with this game because, it's not really educational. And I mean, most kids grow up with jigsaw puzzles anyway. This is something that you can do very well without a computer. I feel like really they should have used this game to do things more that you... There we go, that red is up here, I guess. Things that you can do with a, especially do with a computer that you can't do with board games and card games and paper puzzles and things like that. Where does this go? This looks like it... it's got... Okay, there we go. It's got that little ruff, so it's part of that Roman helmet there, I guess. This... There we go. This should go... No, not there. There. This goes... There. Oh, there's that face on that mask there, yeah. I mean, this image is the same every time you play the game, so theoretically you could, I mean, you can find a picture of this puzzle online and use that as a reference. That definitely makes it easier as well, but I didn't want to do that. I just put this together holistically, sort of, other than using the click cheat of just clicking. Sometimes I click pieces around randomly until they clicked into place. I did that, I admit, but otherwise I don't think I cheated. Let's see, this goes there. Okay, almost done. Almost done. That goes up there. That's, oh, that red is these boxing gloves. Okay. I think this is the last one. Woohoo! Congratulations, you've managed to put the room back together. It is just the sort of room you and Dr. Brain like, filled with all kinds of toys. You can now see a door in the back of the room. Can we look at the things here? Yeah, we can. We can figure out how to put the ship into a bottle. Especially when he's just roaming around. Lol. Okay, that's kind of clever. Yeah, Corey Cole was always fond of these corny puns, but I don't mind it too much. I actually like corny puns. So, oh, here I have a plug for Quest for Glory. Okay, at this point in time, they had already renamed it from Hero's Quest. It's a scarf, saves on cleaning bills. Okay.
Yeah, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
But that trick never works. Both compartments in the tricks to the aspiring amateur stage magician. What? A 1981 calendar with pop-ups of Prince Charles and Lady Diana. That did not age well. An elemental table borrowed from Aziza. Yeah, actually, it is a cheap plug for another of Corey's computer games. Did Aziza have an elemental table? I know we talked to Aziza about the elementals in that game, but I don't remember a table having anything to do with it. So, visit to Sherwood Forest. Okay, arrows. Okay, we can't click the hand on anything here. Whoops. Can't be a clown without a unicycle. His favorite walking sticks, a sword cane, and a sugar cane in the stand. Beautifully handcrafted Spanish guitar. It's amazing how smoothly the puzzle pieces fit together. The room now looks so real you could feel you could almost reach out and open the painted door on the back wall. Well, we probably can. And his used Dr. Brain contended for the heavyweight title as Bare Belly Brain. He lost. Imagine that. This is a porcelain theater mask, which we can't take with us. One of Dr. Brain's greatest fans. It's unbearably cute. Aw. Clown doesn't seem to know which end is up. Reverse alphabet blocks to mental blocks. This head looks wigged out. Did I miss anything? I'm not sure if I missed anything. I feel like I got everything. Okay, let's move on. So yes, indeed, we can open the door, and now we find ourselves in... The sign says that this is the Doke Omor, or Doce Omor. What could that mean? Is Dr. Brain's mind scrambled? Well, yeah, so this is the code room. That's what, yeah. The sign says, Doce Omor, it must be some kind of code. That's pretty clear what that is. So, yeah, Dr. Brain looks friendly enough, but you wonder if he could be hiding something. I don't know why Dr. Brain throws darts at his own picture, or maybe somebody else did. But anyway, behind his picture is this game here. And I'm going to go ahead and be a wimp and crank the difficulty down to novice, because this is Mastermind. And I was never very good at Mastermind. I'm sure that there are good ways to play it, but I'm not good at playing it. So what I usually do is I start off by doing all of one symbol, and then you can see how many of that there are. So there's one of these blue wavy things. There are none of those. Okay, so there's one of those, and then my process of elimination, there's one heart. So now we can start putting, now that we know which three things are here. Okay, that's good. So I guess two are in the right place and one's in the... Wait, how is that possible? Does that mean that 2 are in the right place and 1's in the wrong place? But that can't be possible because... Oh, no. No, that means 1's in the right place and 2 are in the wrong place. Duh. Okay. All right, let's try swapping those around. Oh, there we go. That did it. And, yep, that did it. The safe door swings open. Inside you find a bright red key and a scrap of paper with a cryptic note. You pick them up and put them in your book bag. Yeah, that puzzle is actually optional, but if you do want to do it, yeah, the more difficulty, the higher difficulty level just gives you more possible symbols and a longer code to crack, but yeah, I'm not good at Mastermind, unfortunately. Let's take a look at what we got. So we got this red key. That's nice. It's a ruby key. You guess it must fit in a red lock somewhere. And this is... Ooh. Cosmic clue. My very energetic mother just sent us 9 pies. This is... Yeah, okay. This is a mnemonic for remembering the sequence of planets, because it's Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus or Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. This, of course, was back before Pluto was demoted from planet status. The one I learned was Mary visits every Monday and just stays until noon, period. The reason that's nice is because it tosses an A in between here for the asteroid belt, because beyond Mars is that huge asteroid belt, and it's not a planet, obviously, but it's nice to remember where that is located as well. So, anyway, okay, so that's a clue for something later in the game. We can ignore that for now. Let's see, let's take a look at this book. Substitution ciphers, yes. So, it says it's the most common form of encryption. I don't know if it's really the most common form of encryption, but it's probably the simplest kind of... It might be the most common way of starting when kids are first learning ciphers. That might be true, but I don't think it's the most common cipher or encryption in the world today. Anyway, yeah, a substitution cipher is basically just you change all of one letter to another letter. So yeah, this is the message, for example, would become Thixi Ixi Amayaj if you change all I's to X's and all S's to Y's. So, I mean, yeah, obviously if you have a table of the substitutions used, that's the solution. But if you don't have that, then yeah, you use the most common letters in the alphabet, E, T, A, in that order. So I'm not going to read all of this, but basically, I mean, this is, you know, good luck with your code solving career. But yeah, this here is... yeah, this lists the most common letters in the English alphabet, or in the English language. And that's useful for a puzzle that we have coming up. But first, let's talk to this guy. This guy looks like a real dummy, but is that any reason to hang him? Apparently to Dr. Brain it is. Well, if we try to hang this guy, it turns out, he's about to be hung, probably for the crime of being stupid. Oh, if only people were executed for that. You can save the dummy by being smart enough to guess 3 words. So yeah, it's obviously Hangman. So, yeah, I mean, I feel pretty sure that most of you have probably played Hangman at some point in your lives. If you don't know what Hangman is, then I don't know. I can't really... It's hard for me to imagine somebody, at least somebody from a Western culture, who doesn't know what Hangman is. So what are the most common letters? We can look at them here. So E... There's no E. T. Okay, there is a T. Hold on, let me check my word list. So the game has a fairly small vocabulary. The game only has a vocabulary of something like 20 words or so. So, again, you can kind of cheat a little bit if you just have a list of the words in the game, which I happen to have from a website. So let's see. What's a 5-letter word that the game knows that starts with T? Train. There we go. Train. The dummy says, "Thank you, that feels much better. By the way, the first number of the cabinet combination is 1427. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I think you can recover it if you don't write it down. I think there's a way to get it back again, but I'll write it down just in case. So first one is 1427. Let's go ahead and try that again. We need to do this 3 times, actually. So again, E, Ooh, we have 2 E's. Let me check the word list. A word with 8 letters that ends in E and has another E as the third last level. That is... I mean, I should probably be playing this legitimately, but I don't like to lose. I don't see the letter in my list here. It might be in... Okay, you know what? Let's try it. Let's actually play legit and not cheat by looking at the word list. So let's try T, A. Okay, there's no A. Oins. I'll skip the O and the I because we already... Well, actually, no, there has to be another vowel here. You can't have 5 consonants in a row, so there's got to be another vowel somewhere there. Okay, that helps. I'll skip the I for now, then I'll go on to N, S... Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe... okay. Okay, probably then... Complete. There we go. Thank you, that feels much better. The second number of the cabinet combination is 3957. Okay. Alright, last one. So, once again, E. Okay, there's one E, T, A, O. Okay, there's an O there. I'll skip the I for now. Okay. S. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped the I after all. Okay, last combination is 4848. Let me write that down quickly. Okay, and let's move on. Just before he leaves, the dummy adds, "I'm free, thank you. By the way, you'll need some things from Dr. Brain's safe before you go down to the basement." Okay, so yeah, so the codes that he actually gave us were for this cabinet here. If you forgot to write them down, you can actually look at the gallows that he was hanging from. And somehow, etched into the wooden crossbeam of the gallows are these numbers. So that's a way that you can... Oh, I see. This was down to a pool full of piranhas. Dr. Brain so hates to leave unsightly messes around the castle. Can we go down there? Piranhas would write your hand clean off. Okay, let's go ahead and put in the codes. So they were 1427. Okay, that's the first one. Next one, 3957. Whee! Okay, last one, 4848. Great, you unlock the cabinet. What do you find inside? A pay TV token and a strange-looking device labeled Dr. Brain's handy-dandy letter counter. You pick them up for later use. Okay, the last puzzle is this door here. Let me just see, did I miss anything here? Skulls left over one of the doctor's unfortunate brain transplant experiments. Fortunately, Dr. Brain was able to recycle it for a worthy purpose. The flowers are more useful for brightening up this room than they would be in your backpack. Ooh, I like that sound effect. Kind of snappy. Can we take the rope? Apparently not. You can't get the rope loose from the pulley. Okay. Alright, I guess there's not much left to do here except... Oh, I need to turn on the pay TV monitor by inserting an appropriate token into the coin slot. That would be this here. Pay TV, 1 use. All right. So I'll go ahead and leave this on expert level just because I actually know what the code is. So if I'm not successful in solving this, I can just put it in, but or at least I can look it up. But yeah, so it's very simple. Clicking on that just gives you this for reference. But what you really need to do here is, yeah, I mean, it's just a basic substitution cipher. So if we assume that E is the most common letter, then let's see. Okay, there are 13 of these. Is there something that there are more than 13 of? I don't think so. I don't see one that... Doesn't appear to be one that there are more than 13 of. So okay, so let's go ahead and say that all these W's are actually E's, so we can swap them like that. Okay, T is the next most common letter, so let's see what's the second most common letter. It looks like it's the Y now because there are 10 of those. Yeah, okay, so let's swap the Y with the T. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unfair because I know I don't know exactly word for word what this says, but I kind of remember what this says because it's the same each time. So there are 3 different phrases, one for each difficulty setting, but it's the same every time he plays. So it's a little bit unfair because I kind of remember what this is, but you can kind of gather by looking at these 2 words here, since these are exactly the same. There's a good chance that these are both the. So let's go ahead and say that that's T and that is H. On easier difficulty settings, you actually, when you choose the correct letter, it will actually turn black and become unchangeable. But here on the expert level, you just have to, you don't get any confirmation that you chose the right letter. You just have to kind of see it through all the way to the end. So the let's see. So we have the E and the T. Still need the A, O, and the I. So wait, F is pretty common. F is pretty common. Could be A. This could be N. A-N, right? Well, but there are only 2 of these, and N is relatively common, so it's not like this is N. And also, you wouldn't have the phrase "and the." Of the? Let's try of the. The N of toddy of the coupler ons oidtifod though who those who. Let's try that. Hold on. S is pretty common. Are there only 6 S's? Usually S is more common than that, but it could work. Let's try that. Okay, the N of tods of the coupler olni. Okay, for those. Okay, so that D should be an R, right? Let's go with that. For those who me I there. Okay, there. Their. The NF-tors of the killed only okay, this is probably only, so let's swap those 2. Now we're getting somewhere. The the elevators. Are there only 2 A's? If we assume this is elevators, that means there are only 2 A's. Is that right? Yeah, operate. Okay. The elevators are of the kind only operate for those who meep. Meep their kinds open. Okay, keep their minds open. Okay. Congratulations. You have solved the code room. Good luck. I feel like that wasn't really that super difficult, but again, I knew, like I said, I didn't remember it word for word, but I knew it was something like the elevators of the mind or something like that. Yeah, I remembered that part, so a little bit unfair because I already knew kind of what it was ahead of time, but anyway. Okay, you've solved the cipher. The back door opens to reveal another elevator. Speaking of elevators, hey. Boy, this game really just doesn't really play to its to the strengths of its medium, I think, because all these weird elevator mazes is kind of like, how many mazes do you need in the game? And all that stuff with the jigsaw puzzle and things, I don't know, it feels like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and save here. I am in the 3rd elevator. And we'll call it a video. We're getting close to the end of the game now, but slow and steady wins the race. So let's pack it in here, and I will see you folks next time. Bye-bye for now.